Just Cause, a game series about blowing shit up and causing chaos, with its latest release, has turned the series into chaos. With Just Cause 4 easily the worst entry in the series, and it's probably the nail in the coffin, or at the very least, has begun to slowly suffocate the series until it's drained of all its possible money that could come from it. Hi, I'm Seth, and welcome to Silver Soul Gaming. Just Cause, a video game series that centers around Rico Rodriguez, a dictator removal specialist who goes from country to country killing any dictator who threatens America, or has something that the American government may need until Just Cause 3 where it becomes personal, but I mean, who really cares? Just Cause is essentially the $2 whore of the current generation. And see, this is one of the main causes, no pun intended, that has gotten Just Cause to the point it's in. Every Just Cause story, and I mean every single one in the series, is complete and utter shit. None of them are interesting. None of the characters are memorable except for Rico, and that's only because he's the main character, and the game developers have put so little effort into developing Rico that we know almost nothing about him, besides he likes to blow stuff up and he has a grappling hook. Unless you go out of your way and find information about Rico, which should be told to us through the game to help us care about the game and the characters, and when we don't even care about the characters or the story, we don't care about the game. And let's be honest, the characters are at this point things that move the plot forward, and the main character we have no connection to. We have seen no growth or character development from Rico through 4 games.
Look in the mirror and tell me what you see. Well, you want to know what I see?
Just Cause doesn't just suffer from poor story and character development, it also suffers from a poor case of copy and paste gameplay. Just look at Just Cause 3 and then Just Cause 4. If I didn't know any better, I'd say Just Cause 4 is DLC to Just Cause 3. That includes a new map and a few new gimmicks. Because Just Cause 4 is in no way a sequel or an improvement on Just Cause 3. It's Just Cause 3.5. And I don't even know if it deserves to be called Just Cause 3.5. Now look, I get Just Cause isn't made for the story, but to have a successful game, you need to care about your characters at the very least, and your plot as well, which alongside great gameplay, you can have an amazing game. Maybe not 10 out of 10, which we see with a lot of games, but something that fans in the series will love, or get new fans invested in the game. And besides, if I'm being honest, Just Cause 4 had some pretty poor gameplay anyway, because it was copied and pasted from Just Cause 3 like I said earlier, and they somehow made it worse as well. And the game is also just made worse with poor textures, and the map is so oversized that sometimes it takes 10 minutes to get from point A to B. Just Cause has been used as a cash grab too many times, and now it's become a mess sitting in the corner going, hey, I also have a game in 2018 too, you know? So, it now leaves the question of, can the Just Cause series come back from Just Cause 4? And unfortunately I doubt it, to be honest, with Just Cause 4 having the slowest sales in the series, which is no surprise at this point, especially considering 2018 is one of the best years in gaming history. We've had games like God of War, Red Dead 2, Detroit Become Human, all releasing in 2018, and no one's gonna want to buy a pretty poor game like Just Cause 4, with so many better options out there. Even though I do not believe the Just Cause series will come back from Just Cause 4, I still believe there will be one more entry in the series. With Just Cause 4 doing somewhat well amongst game critics, it's pretty likely there will be another one, but it will probably kill the series. Considering there's no evidence that says Avalanche will change the Just Cause formula and how the game is made, we'll most likely see a copied and pasted Just Cause 4 retextured and chucked into a different map that will probably be bigger than Just Cause 4 map, and no one will buy Just Cause 5. And the cash grab of the series that Just Cause has unfortunately will die. But I really hope I'm wrong. I'd love to see Avalanche take maybe a few years and make a game that doesn't need to necessarily have an amazing story, but something that will intrigue a player. And have them invested in the game. I am in no way invested in Just Cause 4 at all. It's a terrible game. No offense, but it's not good. And if they can get players invested with some new gameplay that isn't so much copied and pasted, and it doesn't feel like Just Cause 4.5, or probably Just Cause 4 at that point, it might actually be a decent game, and Just Cause could revitalize the series. So unfortunately, Just Cause has become a cash grab, like I said before, and I don't believe it'll become anything else. There's no way they're going to take their time to try and make a game of the year. But there could be the slightest chance that the next Just Cause improves on the series so much, and does almost kind of like a reboot like Just Cause 3 did, and revitalize the series on a new console generation, and make the Just Cause name actually mean something more than just blowing shit up. This has been Seth from Soul Silver Gaming. Make sure you go check out our Twitter, our Twitch, subscribe to the YouTube channel, all that good stuff. And I'll see you guys next week in the next video.